Yeah, man, it's your boy ALLTHAT.
It's your boy Vincent Cauley. Yo.
Yeah, we here with y'all once again live, man, from Reform Nation, man.
Always fun, always fun.
So what's going on, man? What's up with the people today, man? What we talking about, man?
Man, what are we talking about? What can we talk about? What is there to talk about? Man, there's always something going on. Every day is something going on. So
it is something interesting that I want to talk about tonight. So we talking about economic development still. You know, that's still important to be able to get the funding. So like a lot of people, they don't really believe in it because they don't have the knowledge or how to write down their business plans or write down the grant proposals and things like that. So they don't take it any further. You feel me? Even though we tell them to tap in, some of them come to us and they have some great business ideas. Either they want to just give it all to you and tell you, help put my business together and run it for me. Because I got the idea, but I just don't know how to do it. What would you say to those type of people?
Well, so we have to, I will always talk about a for-profit business and a non-profit or not-for-profit organization.
Yes,
they
sir.
are totally different. The funding for a for-profit business comes from selling a product or a service.
Yes.
Non-profit or not-for-profit, that's where you got to find the federal grants, state grants, city grants. So
yes.
That's, I would say, you got to be able to have someone who can be dedicated to looking up being on the internet and finding all the grants available and writing those grants and going through that process to get the funding. So
like now, let's just say, because most of the people, when they ask or seek for individuals to help them get these grants, these people are asking for astronomical amount of money. So like they be wanting $2,000, $2,500, or at least a consulting fee of some type of $350, $400, like money people don't got. So like we try to put money into getting the business. You know, you got to pay for the certificates, you got to pay for the license, and whatever product that you about to push from your business. Now to get help from your own people to figure out how to put this paperwork together, you got to pay for their time too, which is understandable. But
you know, just like with any service, you talk to multiple people and see who's the best bang for your buck. You just like buying a car. You can buy the Maserati, you can buy the Cadillac, you can buy the Ford, you can buy the Pinto. All different brands. They all cars. They get you from A to B. But what's your price range? What's your budget? Because there are people out there who will volunteer to write a grant. They won't work on grants like a job. But man, if they have time, an hour here or there, they'll sometimes volunteer to write a grant for sure. But you know,
so basically, we be needing them people right there to tap in,
right?
So that once we got your information, we can pass it on to the people who need your help. Because like right now, nobody really know about individuals that's volunteering to do this right now.
And that's a whole. I'm just getting into that world, so you know, as I meet people, man, I'll definitely refer them to you. I mean, hey, they need a grant writer. They need a grant writer. I mean, they may charge $20, $30 a free volunteer. Man, it's all about it's all on the person. Man, I wish I could do it. I'd volunteer to do it just to help, but I don't know nothing about writing grants yet. But they have grant classes. They have classes where you can learn, where people can learn to do grants.
Yes.
So
that's all about time.
You
know, especially that you got people like me, you got multiple different tasks and jobs and volunteering positions that you're doing. So we constantly on the move helping people.
And that's where building up volunteers, where you get people who are excited about your cause. They feel you. They come on board to volunteer, and they may volunteer to go learn how to write grants. So
I mean, you see, most of my time, I know a lot of your time is volunteer time. It's that we going around doing with people and helping people. Even just talking, whether it's just communicating with people or passing them on to the next person that can help them, it's all like the time that we give to the people.
Right.
It's volunteer, you know. So
maybe
more people will tap in and catch on and do the same thing.
Maybe that's all that's the goal.
But the Niagara Falls film individual that we're speaking about, we've been working and we looking for. I know we was hoping to be able to speak to him. We've been working and we put together some projects or like synopsis of projects that we would like to present to that individual. So if he listens to us, you know, we hope he tune in because we got some work we would like to share with him and see what his opinion is and if you would like to go further and help us.
Yeah. I mean, man, hey, that's where we gotta. Sometimes we gotta slow down to speed up.
Yes, sir.
We have to focus on the plan, the presentation, the ideas, getting it on paper, getting it gelled together.
Yes, sir.
That it's something we can present to anybody, from the next door neighbor to the mayor to the governor to the president. That's what we should be thinking. This is something I'm going to present to a king of a country.
So you see, like, that's why I'm now. When we be having these conversations, I tend to be prepared. But still, since I be recording music, I record for me, record for other people. Even you see Rita, I record for her. So it's like, my time is in this legal work, doing this guy brief, that guy brief, this guy brief, my brief. So it's like nobody would even understand the amount of time that it interview. When I take a break and breathe to myself, I'm still But we have to. There's no excuse for not being prepared in certain things, because, like you said, your presentation is what gets you in the door and make a person listen to you. Right. And so we have a lot of agendas. We have a lot of agendas that's on the table, and a lot of people that we have to go present it to. Right. We talked about taking the conviction review committee, the justice reform thing, to the district attorney. So I understand it's not something you just can't go in there and just have off and just keep going on. No, you have to be on point. And
gotta be on point. And then when you want somebody to help you, to put their time and energy in, that's one level. But then when you want somebody to start putting money in, that's another level. Because now you want me to trust you with my money that I work hard with. Man, you got to come with A, B, C. Here's presentation. Here's slide 1, slide 2. Man, you got to come correct. No doubt.
I know this. If a person is seeking for me to donate into their cause, right? If their presentation is correct, and I can see that, I'm giving this money to this person because it's going to help this person, they using my money to help them and some other people, I'm going to do it. You presented it to me right, and you call my interest, and you show me you going to do right. Man. Here, you can have my money all day. But like you said, when you just come and you be like, well, I need money. And then, the whole world, and no. They got to be able to understand you. Right. And they got to be clear. I be trying to tell people. Yeah. I know I talk a lot, but you got some people, they talk forever and they try to tell you a million different things and then ask you for money. You got to be clear. Speak about one thing specifically and make sure that the people can understand it and feel it, and then ask them for the money. Right. But if they don't understand why you want their money and what you want their money for, like you said, what are they doing? What is their business? That was the first thing that you were supposed to understand. Man. When you come to me and I'm selling myself to you, basically. I'm selling my product to you, basically. Basically, I'm saying invest in me, believe in me. I need your help to do this. So the first thing I got to do is tell you what my product is. Right. Or service, right. This is what I need you to believe in and help me with. Right. This is the service or product I got. Right. I make food and I sell food, and it's healthy food that helps people that are sick. I help people with cancer. I believe in divine science. You ever heard of Christian Science? Yeah. Right. So Christian Science believe in the brief and prayers and their meditation and everything to help people, and they have work. For sure. So the same thing with divine science. They believe in just going through God and not using anything else but your meditation and your energy and connection to God. Yep. And through the energies in the nature, the food and things like that help heal people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people call it witch doctor stuff. Voodoo stuff, medicine man stuff, but it work. So it definitely work. But that's what they basically was presenting to you. I help people, and they have helped people, and not only just that through their avenue, through their place, their business, they provide an avenue and a door for homeless people. So when we say homeless people, you put people in shelters that can't live in a shelter, get kicked out because they can't respect curfew, or get kicked out because they want to go smoke crack, or they rowdy, or they stealing stuff from people, so they be forced to sleep on the streets. So that's the ones that can't even get a house from the welfare. They put you in the shelter first. So imagine most of the people that go through that, they don't respect curfew because they run in the streets. Yeah. So now they end up at her door. And they be basically saying, yo, look, you don't give me no money. They want to break the windows. But they give her money because they show love to the people. Like, yo, listen, man, I know your condition. try to get you home, try to get you out, try to speak to the man for you. Here, take my food. Hopefully it'll help you, get rid of some of your sickness and some of the sicknesses out of your brain so you can leave drugs alone or feel better about yourself or something. Yeah. So that's what they've been doing. And they need a little help and a little funding for that. They say everybody in the different communities doing what they do. And they've been reaching out. But it seems like, they don't understand that I'm black and I love black people. And I'm just like, I'm just over here in my area. And I'm helping the ones that nobody want to help. But nobody want to connect and reach out to me. Y'all do the Juneteenth. Y'all do everything. Everybody there. When I'm calling out for help, it's like, none of y'all want to hear me over here. Y'all don't want to bring y'all vendors. Y'all don't want to come over here with me. What's going on?
Man.
And I'm here for y'all.
Right.
Basically, that's what she said. I'm here. I'm showing you.
Right.
Everything in the world was black. The mother that gave birth to Jesus was black. Mother Mary. And you see, she tell you that's so basically at the end of the day, it's like, how do people not tapping in? We trying to get some funds to continue to help these people out here that, unfortunately, God bless the day, like my brother Maurice had ended up being homeless for some point. Because of a situation where my mother had his money or something like that and didn't pay the rent. So when he got out of jail, his apartment wasn't there, so he had to sleep in the street. And they said he was trying to sleep under some garbage can or whatever when it's brick cold, almost like that storm. And my brother ended up dying. So like, now at the end of the day, when I see these people in this situation, whether they break it on themselves or whatever's going on in their house or you don't know, some people, they might be messed up in their head and their parents still controlling their little SSI checks or their money or whatever. So, you don't know why this man homeless. And even if he messed up in his head and he using it depending on drugs because he can't take these thoughts in their head. If he don't use those drugs, then they giving him some other drugs medically anyway that's just almost similar to the same thing. They all morphine or opiate based anyway. So, we blame these individuals that's messed up in their head. And then they end up in these conditions. This person is trying to help them, like, all right, look, try to help your sicknesses in your brain and your head. They'll find some type of relief.
Yeah.
So we do need some help. They need some help, and I'm just trying to tell you what it is.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, that's good, because here's the deal is, you throw a rock from one end of Niagara Falls to the other. I've heard numbers where right now, we got over 150 nonprofit organizations already in Niagara Falls. So what am I saying? So I'm saying I want to zoom up to a bird's eye view. You got all these nonprofits who are doing this stuff. And my thing is, I want to partner with the ones who are, number one, getting results.
Yes.
Number two, the service that they say they're getting, they are doing. The product that they say that's helping is helping. So there's metrics, numbers, results.
Right.
And then once you see that group, because there are a lot of groups out there, no disrespect to no groups, I ain't gonna say no names, but nonprofits just want money and they spend it.
Right.
Now, what do we get for the product or service you say you're gonna be? If you helping dogs. What dogs have you helped? What videos? What's the testimony?
It's like, where your resume?
For your nonprofit. So this is what I'm saying. So sometimes you gotta start from the bottom. A lot of these nonprofits, they are backed up by other nonprofits who give them money, so they already have some money to start with, and they don't have to worry about going out to get funding.
Right.
That's because that number one profit, they found a grant that they got money from. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you can't start from there. You got to start at the very bottom.
So now let me jump in. This is why, like, I had a lot of opportunities and a lot of different business offers so far. Some of them I'm still considering. But this project with that the individual that I was just speaking about, that we was over there speaking to them, I really invested in that because I said, you know what? I could go try to get a job or go work with people that's higher up, right? People that's in the industry or people that's over here doing things, right? Still, right? But I see this person at the bottom and they messing with the people that's in the street.
Yeah.
The people that I be trying to talk about, I want to help, right?
Yep.
So why would I say, turn my back on them and go run somewhere else? And these people was taking that money and not helping them same people.
I'm with you.
Why not go to the person that's actually in the trenches?
On the ground, in the trenches. I'm with you 100%.
Start from the dirt first.
But then once you get into the non-profit and not-for-profit world, here's real talk. Some of them just don't want to really help. They just want to keep the money flowing, while the people who's supposed to get the help, guess what?
Yeah, they get stuck.
They get stuck and still they get stuck. So I'm down to partner, but then it's putting in the footwork because we start from the bottom, and we trying to get that name out there, trying to do that. I'm down to help and push that rock up that hill, but we can't shortcut the shortcut. We gotta start from the bottom. We gotta get the word out. We gotta show people that we serious. This is a serious operation, and then we just gotta keep building it up. It's just it's just doing the work, man.
You're right. As matter of fact, while we at it, I want to send a special shout out to Mark Shea at the Niagara Falls Gazette. You know, we be paying attention to you, and we're gonna be sending them links to you shortly, Mark. Yes,
appreciate you, Mark. Keep on going.
But yeah, he be having a lot of vital information about Niagara Falls too. And he's trying to, be able to help the people in this community by providing the information that has not been provided.
And that's key. We got to have an intrepid reporter who's really going to report on the news, not just on what the government officials are saying. Right. Well, we got to have the real news.
It's like all of these newspapers be like, I guess, watering it down. We want to just fill up pages instead of giving actual news.
Exactly. And that's what we don't need. So,
and like, what's going on in Niagara Falls right now with this political race? Like, I don't want to get into what's your opinion and your ideal about Trump and Biden, but what's going on with the Niagara Falls? The councilmen's getting prepared and everything. What's on the agenda for that? Is there going to be a debate? Are they going to have a national debate that the people could be aware of? What's going to be on the agenda for that? If you could share that with us, because people need to know.
Right. So right now, obviously, the only races we have are county and state races this year. So state legislator, state assemblyman, state senator.
Yes, sir.
So we have those races going on. So I advise you we just had primaries come up this past June 25th. So right now we're looking to November time frame. Those are your races. So Google, know your state assemblyman, know your state senator, get involved. So go to those polls, who's real and who's not real. So after that, in that same time frame, in the fall time frame, you're gonna start hearing about the parties releasing press releases asking for people to be candidates in next year's city council and county races. So keep in mind. So both county and city races are up next year. So you're gonna start seeing candidates throw their name in a hat, and by the fall time, you may have those candidates who are stamped. These are your candidates.
Okay.
And that's where you start getting engaged. Starting January 1. Who's running for those city races, for those city county seats? Who's running for those county legislator seats? So that's the time.
So stay aware. Let's get ready, man. Niagara Falls, man. We need y'all to start voting.
Yeah.
Let's get about here, man. Start voting for the people, man. Get these positions. We need district attorney, the judges, the dog walkers, all of these positions. The brother keep telling us to be.
From dog catcher to president, all of it matters, especially locally. County legislators, city councilmen, and you may have some of the DA, coroner, all of them we can get involved in. We need to get involved in all
I would like to add this too.
Yeah.
So since we did have these conversations, they did go back and start filling the potholes in the alley a little bit right now. And they have been picking up the garbage and they clean. So I thank you for our speeches. And whoever, paid attention to listen to you, they definitely been going around filling in the potholes in the alley. There's still a lot more. And they have picked up the garbage and been...
Okay.
So, they've been doing good. Thank you.
Amen.
Yes, man. So, it is some type of, something. I don't know what they call it, but yeah.
I don't either.
Some action has been taking place, though.
Yeah. Well, it's good. Good to know. Good to hear.
Yes.
So, but that's it. And don't pressure. That's what the people are supposed to be doing. Pressure. We bring pressure. If you live in a house and there's a fire in the attic, guess what? You ain't too worried about it because you got the front door. You just walk right out the front door,
yes, sir.
And it's here. But if you upstairs and I start a fire in the first floor, are you scared or not?
Yes, because you got to jump out.
You got to jump out the window. So if the people are at the bottom. If we start the pressure at the bottom, we start the fire at the bottom. We light the fire under everybody else underneath. But if we don't care at the bottom, guess what? They don't care.
They don't care. So you brought it up like he said they gonna jump out the window, they gonna start flip.
Exactly.
Bro, like, man. What was that? There wasn't a story at one time they said aliens was coming and they put a great panic and had people under fear and they started jumping out of the windows. You heard about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Like a George Orwell or something like that. He put like faked the people out with false news and had them believing that the world was about to end and everybody started jumping. Yeah, look at that, something like that where they said the world was about to end.
Crazy.
It put terror in everybody's mind and the people start believing and start killing themselves.
But on that same point though, with him, you will hear people that will say, if we don't do X,
right,
in 5 years everybody gonna die.
Right.
If we don't do this now, in 10 years everybody gonna die.
Right.
You look back in history, there's always somebody saying this thing. You gotta know, we call them chicken littles.
Okay.
Or the boy who cried wolf.
Okay.
And you can go back in time, you go back in the 70s, they say, if we don't fix this in 10 years, everybody gonna die. Well, it's been the 70s, it's been 40 years, and everybody didn't die. So when someone says something like that, you just gotta stop, don't go the emotional route, and then you ask them. We gotta get good at asking questions, and asking good questions.
Yes, sir.
When someone says, if you don't do this in 10 years, we all gonna die. Why?
Fact.
Why?
That one good, but this one good. So, hey, that's a fact though. So that false news, that false propaganda, is very serious. This is how they psych us out, subliminally and brainwashes anyway, where they keep telling us, oh, y'all evil, y'all wicked. Or they tell us, look at the black community, look, they killing each other, they shoot each other. So they dangerous. So that's what I'm saying. So they start making us think like we dogs and act like we dogs and stuff.
Right.
But this is all what they keep saying. You keep telling the person that, you make a person think that.
Man.
Right. And that's the same thing. Like you can say, I can make you think you want to kill yourself.
Right.
And the person that actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can pull it. You can just like a simple joke. You know, you see somebody. You can have 5-10 people in a room and say we about to play a joke on somebody. Next person that walk in the room, ask them, are they tired? Everybody keep asking them, are they tired? You look tired. This person could have just woke up. They could be feeling good. And next thing you know, they start doing one of these numbers. Like, man, they look in the mirror. Am I tired? Do I look like that? Because it's gaslighting, it's programming. So yeah, absolutely. So people keep saying, "Oh, it's gonna end, it's gonna end, it's gonna end." That's why you got to be able to stop, slow down, and say, "Wait a minute." Ask somebody a question. Well, why is that? Can you please explain? And hear what they got to say.
That's why I say we up. We done it. That's why I continue to tell us we up. I keep calling everybody brother.
Man.
Y'all, I love you, bro.
Man.
My brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can keep carrying that on like, oh, my brother. Oh, I love you, man. Yeah, my people, man.
And then,
family.
Exactly. And then how about we just prove them wrong?
That's why I keep saying family,
prove
my brother.
Wrong. I was talking to some kids at a workshop the other day. You know, we was talking about what can we do to get the community together.
Yes, sir.
And they said, why not have a cookout? Where we just invite people, we get cookout, we get food, we get music, we get games. But you know what they say is going to happen? Violence.
They always try to scare us with that. But look, let's look at this.
But even kids said that. And then we got to start asking, why do they think that? How come we can't get together for something good and nobody gets shot, nobody gets stabbed?
So who put that in the kids' mind?
Who put that in their mind? Dude, that's what they see all the time, though. Just like the other day by Legends Park. I drove by there at 12:30 at midnight. I'm like, something is going on there. And I just kept, I'm going home, I'm asleep. And I'm like, wow, I see you get that rustle of people pointing and looking. I'm like, something's going down. And then later that day, the next day, I'm at work. Somebody texted me, man, did you hear what happened at Legends Park? I'm like,
what they say happened?
Somebody got shot at them.
It's crazy. But you know the crazy thing is, when nobody didn't put no negativity in the air, it was beautiful. We did the NAC thing, no problems. Everything beautiful. The Juneteenth, beautiful. Yo, they had the little thing over here in the park over here at Gill Creek Park, beautiful. No, and I video recorded most of all of the places I went. The opening of the my grandson dispensary down here, the upstairs, beautiful, no problem. Everybody always gonna be, but you know, It's all about how we feel about ourselves. Every time I feel we walk away and it don't be no negativity, people love us more and feel that they can deal with us more, party with us more, give us more money.
Right. That's exactly. I mean,
the more they can come amongst us and deal with us,
the more they can
more
invest.
money they can spend and invest.
Exactly. I mean, we gotta. It's just so simple that we just gotta get there. That's how we get money into. That's how we get money into the city.
They partying. What is they eating? What is they drinking?
They feel good. They had a good time. Boom. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do more of this. Let's do it bigger, better, stronger, faster.
You know, even if a person think like the mob even thought like that, man. When you was a little kid and you was foolish out here banging over nothing. Now you think about it and say, you know what, man, we need business. Wash these windows, man. We gonna open up a window company, man. You know what, we gotta treat the people right and make the people, our customers, who is the number one person that's always right when you doing business?
The customer's always right.
So then you treating your public and everybody like your customers.
Right.
So that's how you establish your clientele. Everybody, oh, he a good dude, man. I want to do business with him, man.
Right.
Because you making sure they enjoy you as your business.
Right.
The customer is always right.
And what if you didn't have a business, but what if we just treated your neighbor like they're a customer?
Yes.
Your brother, your uncle, and that person you about to meet down the road, like they're a customer.
You ever read Francis Cress Wilson book? You ever heard of it? It's called Isis Paper. So then you seen the movie. They had a movie called Baby Boy. And Baby Boy was off a reference out of Isis Paper book. That's where that came from.
Oh.
So it's a couple different chapters, but one of the chapters is discussing in there is the ideology about the words that we use.
Man.
And how the words that we use form certain
pictures.
Thought patterns. Yes.
Man.
So like you say, in that one, she was saying we call each other baby. Like you call your girl a baby. Your girl call you a baby. So you still forming and thinking like a boy, or she thinking like a girl and not as a man or a woman. Baby, what do a baby do? Suck their thumb, think like a kid, play with games. You know what I'm saying? But when you treat somebody like a man or a woman, then they on a more serious plane. They thinking on a total different level. You know what I'm saying? Or compared to as a boy, that's what she was showing. When they keep calling you boy, then you thinking like a boy. Except from the way I use boy is different. But in any event, then she wouldn't, the mentality of baby boy not being able to become a man, want to stay up under his mama.
Right.
Because he is always taught to be a boy and not to be a man.
Right.
So that's one of the things she was saying. The word.
But that's a whole nother topic, and that's where we can get into how do you see yourself.
Yes.
What's your self-esteem? What's your self-image? What's your self-worth? What's your self-value? Because I mean, if you're in a relationship, and it's a term of endearment. Hey baby. I mean, that don't mean you're a baby sucking your thumb. That means you're a baby. Right. You're a term of endearment.
That's a fact.
So I mean, man, because if you know yourself, no matter what somebody call you, you know yourself.
But then you see, this is why that book is talking about individuals that still learning themselves, or individuals that don't got no grip on themselves. And then the people that do have an understanding of themselves still reflecting that to these individuals that don't. And they take it another way. Just the same way like when certain people listen to rap music. See, like you listening, it might be just a song or a couple words somebody said.
Facts.
But now, when somebody else listens to it, it's a story.
Right.
And they understand every metaphor and ball to whatever I said or whoever Jay-Z said or whatever.
And then the third person takes that and say, that's not my life, but I want that life.
Right.
So that's the third step.
Right. So it's all crazy, but these words and these things do have effects
for sure
on people.
For sure, man. And I mean, I grew up playing Grand Theft Auto, 007. I grew up playing violent, shoot 'em up game. I grew up listening to Bone Thug, Do or Die. I grew up listening to all that. But that don't mean you gotta go and try to live it. People who have lived it, they like, man, I relate to that. Good music, good rap, good lyrics, enjoy the music. And then some people say, man, that's a life I want to live. You got choices, and your choices have consequences.
Yes, sir, and I agree with you on that. And the best thing is always to learn from other people's mistakes, so you don't have to learn from your own. But we always learn from our own. But if you can see it before it happens, then you can prevent it from happening to yourself.
And that goes back to what we missing is our people mentoring the young of our people. The mentorship, saying, hey, take a young man under your wing. Yo, I know the life you lead. Let me give you a crystal ball. You gonna end up X. You gonna end up Y. You gonna end up what I did. And I've been there.
But let me tell you something. You know, this is how I am, man. You know, they say big homie for real. So since I came out here, every time I talk to any kid talk to me, I always drop jewels on them. Now I remember when I was coming up, you had people that ran the center like Mike, Golf. They used to always drop jewels on me and Modi and people like us. So I always get that back. And plus, when I went up north, I was around real people like Black Panthers, Liberation, you know, all different type of rebels. So at the end of the day, respect to the people. No matter how you are or how you reflect yourself, it still give you that same respect back. And they give it back to the people. So at the end of the day here though, my brother, man, it's a lot of work that got to get done, man.
A lot of work.
You know, to be able to respect each other here so that we can have these other people respect us.
Man.
And we can build further.
That's it.
So we need our Black Wall Street back, man.
Man, facts. 100%.
Word, man.
That's the goal. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we just gotta, we gotta. It's a multi-front effort. You got to get community. You got to get community leaders. You got to get the people. You got to get people in power and people who can make decisions and have influence. You got to have the churches involved. You got to have. It's a whole effort. The school system, the education system. It's you need people in all these places to come together, and that's the whole plan. That's the whole point of this thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we here for. I mean, I know me and you. We here for everybody, and everybody be reaching. Man, you know, Christians, Hindus, man, the Hebrews, right? The God body, everybody come in, every different belief, right? And it don't matter what you believe, because we can sit down and talk to any one of y'all, no matter what you believe, exactly. And understand your belief, exactly. Because I done walk and pray with every last one of y'all, man. Yep.
But it's just coming together, because what has to be a central thread to unite us all together. Do we want to see a better city or not?
That's a fact. Do I want my? You know, I grew up here. Man. You grew up here, and we say, do we want to see something better for our future or for our kids' future? Period. You know what I mean? Period. We can't keep saying, well, we're gonna sit around, we're gonna get better people in there one day, and one day it's gonna get better. No. Somebody got to go present the petition to the people. Exactly. So that the better people could come along and say, we're going to make this better. Exactly.
And not just one day. How about 5 years?
You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's go.
So, because one day is always one day, maybe no day. But when we set a goal and we work to it, we get the people in line like an arrow. Not like a spray gun, but like a focused arrow. Sharp arrow. Yes. That's how we make things happen.
Yes. Yes, get straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Well done. Better effects too. Man. But I can't wait though. We connected the bridge from New York City, man. All my people out in the Bronx. My boy Briminal, man. My boy Marcus King, man. All of y'all out there, man, that's listening, that's tapping in. My boys out in the Bronx, man. Not everybody, man. I love y'all, man.
Word, everybody. Man, come on in. If you want to help, put your hand to the plow. Come on in. I mean, man, more hands is better. More experience, knowledge. We go. But don't forget, I'm keeping my eyes on the wolves in sheep clothing. Don't get it twisted.
Right, man. We gotta keep everything up and fit. Keep everything right here. Keep everything.
Man, we'd have had enough. We'd have had enough of that. So no more of that. We kick you out in a minute. Like man, I'll keep. I'll get myself in a minute. You already know. So no wolves in sheep clothing. None of that.
No, straight business. Straight for the people. Man. Real. So, I was thinking, we still need to talk to Michael AGs. I know somebody had sent a message that he wanted to speak to me, and I know they sent a message to him that I wanted to speak to him, but I didn't even get to see them people that did that for me. Somebody, matter of fact, I think a brother D'Artagnan had somebody call and try to do that for me. But the person he had call, I ain't know them. I haven't ran into them or nothing. I ain't hear nothing. You don't know nobody know the bro. Man. But it's good. It's somebody that's very, I know Mark is trying to speak to him, but that's somebody that has a biblical story here too.
Man.
when you talking about injustice and you talking about the wrongs when somebody fabricate.
Man.
You know, going back to that, but not to get too deep in it, because we talked about that, but to have a conversation with that man about what he went through after you having police and people write false stuff down and you go to jail.
Man, all I can say to these stories is I don't injustice somewhere is injustice everywhere.
Yes,
so
sir.
one story of injustice is too many. I want to hear about one. So anything that I can do to correct it, man, I'm behind it. But I gotta obviously the paperwork. I want to hear the story. I want to look in your eye. I want to go step by step, process by process, document by document, and let's move forward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, again, you know, I done did a lot of work and a lot of people coming in right now. You always could contact me or this brother if there's an injustice in regards to the criminal or civil lawsuits. You know, criminal appeals or whatever, you could contact us.
For sure.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's anything else that we want to say and get into. I'm trying to put some work. I want to share this with you. I think I said, yo, I'm ready to give up rapping. I think I'm ready to take this podcast as serious. Now that we developed and having a film company, which our film company is coming soon, Niagara Falls Films.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll be the director of operations, DJ Costa, assistant director.
Okay.
Secreta DaCosta is the president.
Okay.
And we'll see what's going on after that.
Good. We need more groups that's really gonna do the work out there. So I believe in you, man. I know y'all can do it, and let's partner and make it happen.
Yes, sir, man. You know, and that's why we're reaching out. We're gonna reach out to you more for some more direction and support. If people could come to this, so we could get them jobs.
Man, anybody I can connect. As I develop more connections, because this is all obviously I'm still developing connections, but I'm starting to develop. So man, we can start putting all these together because we don't need people working in silos, and by that I mean people just working by themselves in a teapot. I mean, a storm in a teapot don't mean nothing, but we got to get people out, raise people up, and put these groups, whether it's entertainment, food, culture, history, science, math,
yes, sir,
teaching, academics, and all this. I mean, everything. So, man, the talent is out there. I know it's out there. Art. Artists, painting, photography. Man, I know this out there.
Yes.
We gotta open Niagara Falls. We gotta open this up and get these people together. That's
I know the NAG Billing be doing it, but now we coming to do it in a different way. So, in the way we coming to present for all of the aspects that you just spoke about. We talk about photographers. We looking for photographers to volunteer right now. But maybe for the moment we might be able to pay $30 a day to come around, film, take pictures, photography for us. Individuals that edit short movies, movie editors and video editors. We looking for them. If somebody want to volunteer, just tap in with us for now so they can start being paid the salary from us. They can tap in and reach out to me and Casa and Rita. Basically, those is what we're looking for right now. You know, film editors, video editors, you know, website designers.
Man.
You know, they could, you know, artists, any of those rappers, artists, they could come sign. Because now that we are about to do the same thing that United Masters and CD Baby doing, so we can sign artists and we will promote artists and videos and music and TV shows and, you know, documentaries. All of these things is coming from us, from Niagara Falls Films.
Man.
And we appreciate you because none of this, and the networking and the things that came about, none of it wouldn't happen if me and you didn't sit down and start talking from the beginning, man.
Wow. That's the power of two people working together. I mean, that's insane.
Yes,
it wasn't me. He said, I mean, just the power of two people working together, man.
Bring more.
I mean, man, that's what I'm saying. We don't know how fast this thing could change, man. I'm telling you, once you get that, you're gonna hit that peak, that critical mass, and then boom, it's gonna take off. So it's just a matter of doing the hard work, and this is where people just want to jump to the end. Be gone, and you gotta start from the bottom, man, and grind it. So
yeah, we got the brother Rome. He was a little upset with us because he was supposed to come the other day. We was in the yard. I thought he called you and told you he was coming, so I didn't call him, but I was supposed to call him and tell him to come, and I forgot. He said, "Yo, y'all still up." You know we love you, Rome. So next time we sit down, we gonna set it up.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
gonna do it with you.
Oh, more the merrier, more the merrier.
Yeah, that's the brother. You know Rome, right?
Yeah,
He's the economist. He's supposed to teach you how to deal with
definitely. He's one of the hawks I see at the gym.
Yes, sir. So I definitely want to sit down with him, and he can teach us this about this economy.
For sure.
I mean, the economics.
Definitely, and that's what I want to, man. Just getting it all, just having people, having somebody in real estate, having an economist, having somebody who's a contractor, nonprofit, a food, a restaurateur, somebody who's entertainment, music, youth. The list is just, we got to find people who can have this, tie them all together, boom. Forward.
When I used to be studying the God Bar, I used to be studying under the 5% nations of gods on earth, right? And one of them, they told me, we say a law, and they said all is one and things. And I'm like, he said, what I don't know, you know.
Somebody know.
Everybody together as a unit is one. We all know everything, and we can all do everything as long as we as a unit.
Exactly.
But we study focus on only what we can do.
Right.
One man is not an island himself.
No. So
man,
you get lawyers in there, we get doctors in there, we get scientists, engineers, we get man.
Needed unit. Yes, sir, man.
Man, it's happening. It's happening as we speak. So we put in the work. So.
Sir, man. So all I can say, man, I love you, bro.
Love you, man.
You know this how hard work, man, for real, man. And I appreciate you. We always do this and we continue to do this. If it ain't nobody else here, it's always me and you, man. Right. You always know that, right? Where anybody else at, it don't matter. As long as I get on the same page with us,
man. Back to back, man. Back to back.
So I'm gonna say, from Reform Nation, man, we're going to say peace. Y'all people,
if you're not registered, get registered.
Register to vote.
And if you are registered to vote, start learning. And then invite other people to do the same thing. Vincent Cauley, I'm out.
Yes, sir. Michael Hill, we out, man. Vote, people, vote.